The fast fashion industry is a booming business. It's valued at around $100 billion, and by 2026, it could reach $133 billion. More than 100 billion items of clothing are produced each year globally. That's nearly 14 items for every human being on the planet. However, around 33% of all of those clothes go to a landfill within the first year of purchase.
Zara, H&M, Forever 21, very large global corporations that will produce maybe 8 billion garments a year. They have 52 micro seasons as opposed to a regular 2 seasons business model.
The EPA Office of Solid Waste says that Americans throw away more than 68 pounds of clothing and textiles per person every year.
Making that much clothing, producing that much product on such a vast scale so quickly, it gives us kind of an overfill of things we don't actually need. It clogs landfills, it produces waste.
The fast fashion industry is one of the most polluting in the world. It's estimated to emit 8 to 10% of total global carbon emissions and 20% of global water waste. Additionally, the industry is associated with low-wage employment, exploitative working conditions, and a lack of sustainable growth in the communities where most workers live. The rise of fast fashion has also coincided with the rise of dangerous chemicals in clothing.
For instance, with synthetic materials like nylon, polyester, have very harmful chemicals in the manufacturing process.
A lot of clothes nowadays contain azo dyes, which are a group of inexpensive dyes that give clothes bright colors. Because our skin is in constant contact with these clothes and easily absorbs azo dyes, the azo dye can act as carcinogenic. These chemicals can commonly be found in fibers such as polyester, nylon, polyurethane, and acrylic. On top of using harmful chemicals to produce cheap clothing, fast fashion companies also have a record of not disclosing these chemicals on labels or in company reports. In spite of all its impacts, fast fashion has been growing steadily. This is partly because of social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, where people share photos of their latest purchases with their followers.
Social media plays a huge role in affecting customers' fashion choices because it's really instigated this desire for constantly changing out a wardrobe, right?
Social media platforms are fueling a culture of mass consumerism while reinforcing unhealthy beauty standards.
Especially when you think about following fashion influencers on Instagram, for instance, you're posting new outfits every day, you only want to post an outfit once. So it gives this idea that it should be fast fashion, it should be something we only wear once.
Before the rise of these online platforms, even a small change in trends would take time to catch on. But now, trends change daily. The clothing industry has become more about quantity over quality, and consumers are buying more clothes for the sake of being fashionable and less about practicality and what they actually need.
But even before social media, we see this with special events, right? Can you wear the same dress to a wedding when the same guests are going to be there as a wedding you went to last summer? Is that acceptable? And there's a lot of stigmas around re-wearing. So social media has kind of elevated that a little further.
It's predicted that the fast fashion industry will continue to grow as more people turn to online shopping. This is due to the convenience of shopping from home, which can also be cheaper than shopping in stores. In 2017, Shein, an online fast fashion retailer, surpassed H&M and Zara in US fast fashion sales, primarily because it offers trendy clothes at dirt cheap prices.
Those Forever 21, H&M, Zara kind of places, Fashion Nova, they'll just create lines or products directly modeled after, let's say, what Rihanna wore to the gas station last week. And immediately that becomes its own huge segment of product that we're going to wear, whoever bought that for the week or so following when it's really having a presence in the media. And then something's quickly going to take its place because we're constantly hungry for more.
The company also uses AI and data analytics to better understand their consumers and offer personalized recommendations on its website. Their AI engine can quickly pick up a change in demand or interest in new trends, and its supply chain can react in real time, lowering operating costs and encouraging clients to buy more. Just like fast fashion, there is also slow fashion.
Slow fashion is investing your money into durable products, kind of investment buying, that are maybe not just going to last you for one dinner party, but you can wear them in multiple ways. You can wear them over many years.
Slow fashion is taking a stand against the fast fashion industry and its unsustainable practices. It is a movement that is gaining more and more traction as consumers become aware of the negative impacts of fast fashion. With slow fashion, many people are thrifting clothes, organizing clothes swaps with their friends, or buying higher quality sustainable garments only when needed. Some brands such as Reformation and Patagonia are positioning themselves as sustainable fashion brands. They make clothes in a way that protects their workers' rights and minimizes environmental impact. However, many of these products are not accessible because of their high costs. For most low-income communities, thrifting and clothes swapping are the only real alternatives to new, cheap, unsustainable clothing.
Think not in terms of these micro trends, but in terms of something that feels comfortable to you on your body. So doing your research is really important. There's a website called goodonyou.com that has a whole list of you can look at the ratings of labor wise, materials wise, water waste, energy waste, fossil fuels, what brands do and do not show that. Think ethically. Where you put your money is kind of telling the industry, whatever industry it is, what the consumer wants right now. It's supply and demand. If you invest in a piece that you really love, as opposed to what you see on social media, that's going to last you a lot longer. And at the end of the day, you're contributing less to your own waste and footprint if you buy product that way.
There's something for everyone at Sustainable Earth. For educators, we have games, classroom activities, and teacher awards. For small businesses, we have small business awards, courses, and articles. Feeling competitive? Want to become more sustainable? Get involved with our sustainability challenges. Head on over to sustainable-earth.org and join the movement for a more sustainable Earth. Act now, build a better tomorrow.